It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Hello, neighbors, investors, and supporters of the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce, GNCC. Welcome to Season 2 of the GNCC Show. You've probably figured out that we're channeling Mr. Rogers' neighborhood to bring you this year's annual meeting. We're coming to you again virtually, just like we did last year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But we're starting to emerge from the pandemic, and what better time to go on a neighborhood stroll? So thank you for joining us today as we take you on a journey of imagination. In today's show, we will imagine our future together, and we'll stop by and say hello to some neighbors and friends who will share their own ideas about what the future looks like. Earlier, I had a conversation with Dr. David Brown, the interim CEO and president of Cooley Dickinson Healthcare. He stopped by our GNCC studios located at 33 Harley Street to give his thoughts on the future of healthcare. Stay tuned after these messages for my conversation with Dr. Brown. See you in a bit.
We've been so fortunate to have the support of this community backing us during these very tough times, and we just want to say thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you!
Thank you for thinking of us while we were caring for you.
Thank you!
Our supporters stepped forward with gifts of food, supplies, and most importantly, money to fill in the gaps that we needed so we could be there for our community when they needed us most.
Thank you!
We are so grateful here for everything you've done.
Thank you!
I can't thank you enough for all of your support. Thanks from the Cooley Dickinson Emergency Department.
Thank you!
We are forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Hi, I'm here with Dr. David Brown, interim CEO of Cooley Dickinson Healthcare. Dr. Brown, I know you're new in your role at Cooley Dickinson, but you're not new to the area. Tell us how you got here.
Well, thank you, Vince. And you're right, I'm not new to the area. I grew up in Amherst. I'm a graduate of Amherst High School. My parents still live in the house that I grew up in South Amherst. I got here more recently because I'm the department chair for emergency medicine at Mass General, and during my nearly 3 months on the job now, I've really had a chance to learn about all things Cooley, immerse myself in what we're doing, and I've really been excited to be part of the healthcare team.
So as you think about the past 15 months, it's been a challenging time for all of us. We've had to pivot and try new things. What would you like people to really know about the state of healthcare?
That's a great question, and of course the pandemic has been so impactful, not just on health and healthcare, but on really all aspects of our lives: education, commerce, and the economy, just the everyday interactions that we need. And I think the impact of that will be with us for the months and years ahead, even though now COVID is clearly in retreat, which is a good thing. During the pandemic, I was so impressed, and I'm still so impressed with how the Cooley community stepped forward to meet the needs of all of our patients, all of our community here. Really proud about that. I'm also proud and honored by the way the community stepped forward to support Cooley. People knit masks for us. People donated food. Restaurants donated food, and people donated money. One donor donated $100,000 so that every member of the Cooley staff could have a $50 gift card to be spent in the Pioneer Valley on business. So supporting both the Cooley employees and also local business. So I was really proud of that response as well. In terms of where we are now, as I said, the pandemic, I think, is in retreat. If anyone out there hasn't been vaccinated yet, you're overdue. It is safe. You should protect yourself, protect your family members and your community by getting vaccinated. And I guess the other thing I'd say is that now is the time to get that health care that anyone might have deferred during the pandemic. People defer important health maintenance, deferred it during the pandemic, and that can come home to roost. So annual physicals, screening colonoscopies, mammograms, dental work. It's safe to do that. It's safe to do that at Cooley and anywhere you get your health care, and it's important not to put that off.
That's great advice. We certainly do appreciate the generosity of this community, so we want to keep everyone healthy. So as we think about the future, what are you most excited about?
There's a lot to be excited about here in the Valley about regarding healthcare. First, as I've gotten to know the providers and then the doctors and nurses and our staff, we really have a bunch of terrific people here. We're a terrific team. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Mass General Brigham relationship. We're able to leverage that relationship and bring world-class experts into our community, whether it's through telemedicine or through shared programs, in a way that most community hospitals wouldn't be able to do. So I'm excited about that. And then there are two really nice expansions going on at Cooley Dickinson that I'd love to mention. The first is the Childbirth Center renovation that we're about to get started with next month. So we've heard the input of our community. Our expectant moms really want a birth experience that feels like a home birth, but within the safety and confines of a hospital. And so we're going to start on a 12-month renovation of our Childbirth Center to really make good on that promise and meet the needs of our community. We're also going to expand our nursery capabilities. We'll be the only level 1B nursery in the region, which will allow us to take care of infants who are slightly sicker, more so than we can do right now. So that's an exciting project. And then an even larger project, and one that will take us a little longer to execute on, but is getting started now, is actually near and dear to my heart because I am an emergency physician. So we're going to expand and renovate our emergency department. Our emergency department was built in 1972. I was a patient in that ED in 1973. Now, I don't use things that were built in 1972 in my everyday life, and I'll bet you don't either. We have renovated parts of the ED over time, but it's undersized and it's not set up in a way that enhances the ability to harness technology. And so we are going to embark on a large expansion and renovation over the next 2 years. We're excited to bring our emergency department into the future, and so we can continue to make good on what I like to say is when seconds count, you can count on Cooley Dickinson Emergency Medicine.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Those are two incredible developments, and I wish you all the best with them, and to certainly give this community state-of-the-art access to health care that is so much appreciated. So Dr. Brown, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for all you're doing in our community, and we just appreciate you for being a chamber partner in having a shared vision for the health of our community. So thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Vince. Thanks for having me.
The Greenfield Cooperative Bank.
Hi, I'm Tony Warden, President of Greenfield Cooperative Bank and our Northampton Co-op Bank Division. We're excited to once again be sponsoring the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce virtual annual meeting.
I create my community's future by creating jobs and investing in Main Street.
I create the future of my community by helping to raise awareness of the Picture Main Street redesign project among our downtown businesses and merchants, and by bringing live jazz to establishments and venues throughout downtown Northampton the first weekend in every October.
A stroll through the neighborhood would not be complete without a visit to the Academy of Music Theater. This institution is so important to our community and the economy. And I'm joined today with the Executive Director of the Academy of Music, Deborah J. Anthony. Hello, Deborah.
Hello, Vince, and welcome to the Academy of Music. Delighted to have you and to talk to you about the Academy of Music and its economic impact on this area.
Describe what that's like.
Well, pre-COVID-19, the Academy of Music served over 62,000 patrons annually, with 22% coming from 75 miles or further away to visit our theater and to enjoy some of our offerings. We have about 140 shows per year, which provide $1 million in food and beverage purchases in downtown Northampton, $1 million in hotel revenues for area hotels, and $225,000 plus in state and local taxes.
That impact is so huge, which is why we love the Academy. What does it mean for our community?
Well, we offer classes, Academy Youth classes for ages 5 through 15 throughout the year, as well as an Academy Youth production that is a musical, junior musical production once a year. In addition to our national and international touring companies that come through, we have some of our traditional favorites, local favorites, and those are the Nutcracker, First Night, Gen 4, Django and June, and many more.
The arts are so important to our community, and it's one of the things that makes us so special. So thank you for having us over for a visit. We appreciate you, and again, congratulations on all the success of the Academy for 130 years.
When life slows you down, you need simple ways to pick things back up. At People's Bank, we offer convenient cash flow solutions and simple lending options for any size business. Because running your own business is complicated enough. People's Bank. Real simple banking.
This production is co-produced by Northampton Open Media, your local public media. We provide resources to all voices in the community to create their own content. Membership is free, classes are free, equipment is free, but our existence is under threat. If you believe in what we do and want to keep us sustainable, do so on Patreon for as little as a few dollars a month. Look for Northampton Open Media on Patreon or go to our website at northamptonopenmedia.org.
Welcome back. We are joined now with Georgie Brunton and John Newman. Georgie is the owner of the iconic Miss Florence Diner, and John, the owner of JJ's Tavern, both located here on Main Street in Florence. What's been special for the two of you? I know I enjoyed coming here last season, being able to have a place to come when we couldn't eat inside. And talk to me a little bit about how this collaboration has impacted both of your businesses in both the immediate surviving through, the COVID, and now as we start to respond.
I feel that it's really brought our family members and friends closer together, because you can have breakfast, lunch, and then have an afternoon cocktail and roll into dinner. So we meet the needs of all of the groups that we have, and people that were staying at home and not getting out because of the pandemic felt comfortable enough to come and sit outside and enjoy, whether it was a beer and a burger or Eggs Benedict. So we really did meet the needs of everyone, I think.
Yeah.
And we definitely had a lot of our neighbors come and enjoy the outside and get together and have that community feel as well.
Any future plans or additions to this collaboration, plans for the summer, things that we should know about that might be coming down the pike for you guys here?
Events-wise, both businesses, we both have a lot of stuff going on. It's the 80th anniversary of the diner is coming up in October. That's a huge event that she's going to blow out, so that's going to be a fantastic day. We have entertainment on the weekends, Fridays and Saturday nights for us outside here.
Beautiful. Jazz brunches on
jazz
Sunday.
Brunches, we're a ton of different things we're going to do.
It's great. And then how would you touched on it, Georgie, a little bit with the community and the family atmosphere between you and John and your families literally growing in this place. How about the community as a whole? You mentioned other community businesses. How do you feel that this collaboration has benefited the Florence community? And are there any ways that you could see additional collaborations happening that might benefit the community that you could share with us?
Well, we've already had quite a few meetings happening here with some of the Cooley Dickinson group. Obviously, the Florence Civics and Business Association does meet here on the regular. It's just a great place for everyone to get together.
So once again, I'd like to thank John and Georgie for taking the time today. Thank you for putting together this collaboration and giving us one more amazing space to enjoy your services here in the Valley.
Thanks for visiting.
Very much,
We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for the support.
I'm pleasured to be joined right now by Megan Allen of the Community Classroom, located right here on North Maple Street in Florence, Massachusetts. Megan, let's jump right into this.
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to ask you to start by telling me a little story about the Math Walk and how it occurred and where it came from.
So a couple of words: COVID, healthy family fun, parents teaching at home, and trying to get people outdoors doing something engaging. I used to work at Mount Holyoke College, and I have many colleagues there and former graduate students, and there's an organization called the Western Massachusetts Math Partnership. It's a group of math professors and teachers from across the valley. Approached them with this idea of getting some family fun, some good nerdy fun out in the community. We had done 2 story walks, some more literature-based events in Florence prior to that. The community classroom had, and so was looking for someone to partner with to do a math walk. Needed some more volunteers, and they happily jumped in. So then we worked with the Chamber of Commerce, made it a part of our Nice Tuesdays Northampton event. We had local businesses hop in. Joe's Pizza gave us some gift certificates. A to Z donated chalk. We had Silver Moon Cakes out of South Hadley. They do like custom cookies. They donated some custom cookies. We had some beautiful buttons created from Copycat in Northampton, but it was a real collaborative event to create 26 spots around downtown Northampton where people could engage in math without really knowing it.
What would you say were the big takeaways from this?
I think getting people to engage in public math as friends, as partners, as families, as classes, as groups of teachers really helps build community. We had strolling mathematicians at the event too, so they were really rich, robust conversations about math, but you know, putting some public learning out that people can engage with in new ways that are like less anxiety provoking with something like math, I think is you know, provides real great joy. So just those community learning events and the collaborations that happen around them are just everything.
I'm here with Robbie Bocan, the general manager of Eastside Grill, located here on Strong Ave in Northampton, Massachusetts. Robbie, I'd like to thank you for hosting us today on this under your beautiful new gazebo here on the and to talk to us a little bit about Summer on Strong and what we can expect here.
Really, we envisioned a space that wasn't just for outdoor dining. Like,
okay.
Well, what else can we do with this? So we got a gazebo here in the center for music. We want to have a local artist kind of showcase work. We spoke to somebody that would hopefully we'll be doing caricatures down here, another like fun kind of thing to have while you're dining or listening to music. And we had a lot of help between our businesses ourselves, a fantastic graphics designer that we met through. If we weren't collaborating together, we would have never known her. Alessandra's put together these music schedules that are beautiful. People that work to begin getting music on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sundays.
Wonderful.
To kind of, you know, get more excitement, more things going on to enjoy the space.
How do you feel that this collaboration amongst all these great business owners is something that's going to be able to support and or give back and contribute to all the great things happening in this business community?
Well, the collaboration wasn't just with the businesses, because the city has been fantastic from the get-go. They were, the minute we put together a plan, the mayor's office was for this. What can we do? Let's try to get this going. Between city planters themselves, they showed up with 20-something large planters, which is great. The soil for it and everything. Lowe's got together a bunch of things, and now we have a fantastic relationship with them to try to continue. Hey, what else can we keep adding? Because this is not just done. It's going to hopefully keep evolving. It's something we want to succeed this summer, to keep going in future summers.
Beautiful.
And hopefully it can serve as a blueprint for the city.
Yeah.
Like, all right, how can we translate this to other parts of the city and maybe get some larger festivals going on.
Outdoor areas again,
Yeah.
get back to doing what Northampton does so well, which is
vibrant,
showcase itself and the wonderful food and art that we have here.
I create my community's future when I live united.
I create my community's future when I support local artists in my shop.
We create our community's future when we
join the Lions Club.
From the hills, the valleys, the rivers, and the fields, to the shops, the restaurants, colleges, and the arts venues, the Pioneer Valley is a wonderful place to call home. Let DeLapp Real Estate help you find your home.
Hi, we're 3 generations at Applied Mortgage.
And we're helping shape the future of the community by providing mortgages that are in the best interest of our clients.
and also supporting organizations that help our community like the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce. Enjoy the show.
I am so proud of the work our organization is doing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, that I wanted to come pay tribute to Sojourner Truth and thank her for the work that she's done over the years and for paving the way and for imagining our future. Over 175 years ago, when she lived right here in Florence. Last year at the Chamber, we demonstrated our commitment to DEI in 3 major ways. 1, we integrated and invigorated DEI into our mission. 2, we partnered with Human in Common and led anti-racism training for our entire community. And 3, we diversified our board of directors. We now have 5 people of color, 3 members of the LGBTQ community, and 6 millennials, all contributing great things to the Chamber. I hope this makes clear why the Sojourner Truth Memorial is such a special place in our neighborhood and why we owe a debt of gratitude for this important historical figure who stood up for freedom and women's rights. We've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. So I thank you, Sojourner Truth, for making it plain when you said, "I will not allow my life's light to be determined by the darkness around me." Thank you, and may your light continue to shine all around us.
When I volunteer with my colleagues to beautify Look Park.
I help our community by making everyone who walks in my door feel their absolute best when they leave, and I also pay my staff a very good living wage so that they can buy homes and support our community by giving back.
I create my community's future by letting kids be kids.
What if you knew then what you know now?
I would have let my gray hair grow in earlier, because it would be done by now.
I would have trademarked the phrase, "I think you're on mute."
I definitely did not visit my grandfather enough. I really wish I could see him.
I would have done more simple kindnesses.
I think I really should have just appreciated, even being in school.
If there's anything the last year has shown us, every new day gives us an opportunity to begin again. Florence Bank, here for you today and all the days ahead.
Osberg & Associates is a longtime Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce member and a proud sponsor of today's annual meeting. The last year has been very challenging for all of us, and we are grateful that life seems to be returning to normal. We appreciate all the hard work the Chamber has done over the past year, especially with the Community Revitalization Fund, which helped many small businesses during the pandemic.
Congratulations to the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce, and we wish you much success in the future.
I help create the future for my community by volunteering for the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce.
We're here at Smith College, who started their journey toward imagining the future 146 years ago. And it's so amazing to have a world-renowned institution right here in our neighborhood. And I'm joined by Rich Horton, who is the president of the board of directors for the Greater Northampton Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Rich.
Hey Vince, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Now, when the board adopted a strategic plan right before the pandemic started, who would have thought we would have had the kind of year that we've had? There was COVID-19.
Yeah, what a year it's been, huh? It's such a long year for everybody. But you and your team really seized the opportunity to put the strategic plan to test. And with that, really had some great accomplishments along the way, partnering with other organizations in the community, pulling together information that was relevant and important to local businesses to help them endure the pandemic, and really helping to set off the Community Revitalization Fund and get that going, which helps so many local businesses along the way. Tell me, as you think about the economy, what do you envision for the future?
Well, as you know, Rich, one of the programs that's near and dear to my heart is the Northampton gift card program, because it keeps local dollars local. And this is our 15th anniversary year for the program. And we've already added 10 new merchants to the program since the beginning of the year. And we're going to continue to do innovative things, like we have a new kiosk on order that we can place in Thorns Marketplace. And we'll start to do more innovative marketing programs, like streaming TV and advertising that excites people about the gift card program. And as I think about the future, I'm excited because I envision every wallet or purse having a gift card. Another important economic program is tourism. Prior to the pandemic, you may recall that we had $196 million in tourism spending in Hampshire County. So we will continue to partner with our tourism merchants and invite those visitors back to our area. And we'll do innovative things there as well, including Visit Widget, which is a planning app that we recently launched on our website, visithampshirecounty.com. We also plan to increase the number of tour groups coming to the area.
You know, the economy and the community really go hand in hand. One of the great accomplishments has been the 413 Takeout Initiative that the Northampton Economic Development Committee, in partnership with the Downtown Northampton Association, kicked off this year. And really, it's what a great way to leverage the greater community to help influence spending back into our local restaurants. And congratulations on getting a state grant to help kick that off up and down the Pioneer Valley.
Thank you, Rich. It's been a lot of fun. And we hope to get more grants. That's why we're setting up a 501c3 arm of the Chamber to allow us to broaden our outreach to the community, to do more charitable causes like provide scholarships and workforce development training programs that really benefit our community in different ways.
That's so great. You know, we're so fortunate to have such a strong chamber. It's due to the great partnerships we have with all of our investors, our volunteers, our supporters, everyone who helps take care of the local business community and the small businesses, the big businesses, and really help influence the greater benefit of our local community. It's really fantastic.
At GNCC, we are always imagining our future, and we never lose sight of our vision for a prosperous community, distinguished by creativity, inclusion, caring, and stewardship of place for the benefit of all. And thanks to all of our neighbors and friends who joined us on our imagination journey today, and to all the volunteers who helped GNCC create a thriving economy and community. And thanks to all of you, we hope you make it a snappy day. And I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you want to talk about, and I will too. Goodbye, everybody.